Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here. We're coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport, and we're going to welcome Deb Dansby. She is the Vice President of Marketing at the Michigan Farm Bureau Insurance, headquartered here in Lansing. Deb, welcome to the show. It's good to see you.
It's great to see you too, Chris. Thank you for having me today.
Well, it's tremendous to have you, and you guys are a huge part of this community. So let's talk a little bit about Farm Bureau Insurance and obviously what you guys do.
What we do is, from an insurance company perspective, is our mission is to protect the people of Michigan from the risks of everyday life. And like many insurance companies out there, it's all about how do we take care of our insureds when that worst day happens and make sure they're fully protected. And our agents across the state are trusted advisors, and they sit down with folks to make sure they understand that complicated topic of insurance. And that's their number one job. And once you understand it, then you can make well-informed decisions about how to protect those things that are important to you. So when that day does unfortunately ever come, you feel like we did our job and you're well positioned to take care of your family and those things that are important.
Well, and I'm glad you said it was complex because that makes me feel like I'm not as dumb as I thought I was, although I may be. So let's talk a little bit about business models. You guys have a for-purpose model. Explain what that is.
We do. And a for-purpose business model isn't anything new. It's been around for several years, probably a couple of decades. We were introduced to it because I believe that the Farm Bureau family of companies is a very unique organization. Our parent company is a nonprofit, and it is focused on agriculture and really trying to be an advocate and a voice for agriculture in our state. And our insurance company follows along those same roots of grassroots feedback, being part of the community, and what we can do to embed what we're doing back into the community. A for-purpose business model really takes that kind of opportunity and embeds it in your business. And what it does is it basically just says that your market mission, so our market mission of protecting the people of Michigan from the risks of everyday life, is just as important as our moral mission. And our moral mission, or our social mission, is to end childhood hunger in Michigan. And companies that adopt this kind of business model really put an equal amount of effort into both. So that way, folks know that as we make a small profit on our business, yes, we're going to make a little bit of a profit in the insurance industry. Every business needs to, or they go out of business. We all know that. But it's what you do with those dollars that becomes really important. And we take a dollar from every policy and we put it back into what we're going to do to actually change the social outcomes of childhood hunger in Michigan. So it's a little different in the sense that some companies will take those dollars and they'll put it to many great things. There's so many great things that you can do in your community. What we've decided to do is bring all of that into one focus, and we want to not only deal with and help those that are in need, but we want to change how many people get in that funnel to begin with. And when they get in the funnel of having lack of access to fresh food and good food, that they can move through it with dignity and come out of it on the other side and get back into what I would consider more of a normal social routine for themselves.
So let's expand on this then. Business leaders in this community and throughout Michigan, if they want to go to this social mission, what are some of the lessons that you've learned that might be worth passing on?
I think the biggest lesson is pick something that's natural to your business, that makes it a part of the fabric of who you are as a business leader, as a business in your community. And then the other piece is have patience. These things don't happen overnight. This is not like selecting a charity to give to and believing in the purpose. It's about building a business model that's sustainable alongside your market business model that really can change outcomes in your community or across the state. So be patient and really take time to build it the right way. I call it falling in love with the problem. Fall in love with the problem that you pick, and then have a passion to be part of it for the long haul.
Well, and that brings us to the fact that probably because agriculture is one of Michigan's key economic drivers, that you folks would be in the hunger piece, right?
It's what makes us unique. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're creating the food, so what better group to get it to the places that need it?
So, from a standpoint of advocacy, industry growth, et cetera, how does that play into this mix? Do you get involved in that much?
From an advocacy is one of the elements I think that falls into this because it's what type of programs can the state do to plug into our natural products that are here within the state and help us get it to those that need it.
Yeah.
And there are several state programs that can help us with that and policies that we can create in partnership with the state and legislature to accomplish those objectives.
Well, Deb, thanks so much for the great work you're doing out there. We appreciate you taking a little time with us. Deb Dansby, Vice President of Marketing at Michigan Farm Bureau Insurance, headquartered right here in Lansing, Michigan. Thanks for being
Thank
with
you,
us.
Chris.
All right. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and we'll be back with more.